Did you know that two organs no bigger than your fists quietly filter nearly 50 gallons of blood every single day, and most people never think about them at all? Your kidneys sit silently on either side of your spine, working nonstop, never causing pain, never demanding attention, and that silence can be dangerously misleading. Inside each kidney live more than 1 million microscopic filters, all working every second of your life to clean your blood, remove waste, balance minerals, control fluids, and even help regulate your heartbeat. They are the quiet protectors of your body, doing life-saving work 24 hours a day without rest. And here is the surprising part. Because they work so quietly, damage can be happening just as quietly, without any clear warning signs. Today, more than 37 million adults in the United States are living with chronic kidney disease. And what makes this so alarming is not only how common it is, but how invisible it remains. 9 out of 10 people don't know their kidneys are already under stress. They feel fine, they live normally, and they explain fatigue as aging, swollen ankles as standing too long, and back discomfort as just another year passing. But beneath the surface, those tiny filters may be slowly wearing down. Dr. Chen, a physician who has treated kidney patients for decades, calls this the silent crisis of modern health, not because kidney damage is rare or sudden, but because it grows quietly out of everyday habits that seem harmless. And for many people, that damage doesn't begin during illness or old age, it begins during what we believe is the healthiest part of the day. Most of us see the morning as a fresh start, a clean slate, a time to wake the body up and do something good for ourselves. Yet for aging kidneys, the morning can be the most vulnerable hour. After a full night of sleep, the body is naturally dehydrated, the blood is thicker, and the kidneys are just restarting their filtration cycle. This is the moment when they need gentleness, hydration, and balance the most. Instead, many people overload their kidneys before breakfast even begins, using habits they genuinely believe are healthy. Let's explore how this happens, and what you can do to protect your kidneys starting tomorrow morning. It starts the same way in millions of homes across America. A glass of orange juice, a strong cup of coffee, a smoothie blended with fruit, milk, and protein powder. It feels responsible. It feels energizing. It feels like self-care. But inside your kidneys, the experience is very different. Take fruit juice, for example. Even natural fruit juice is concentrated sugar. When fruit is juiced, the fiber is stripped away, leaving liquid sugar that enters the bloodstream almost instantly. One glass of orange juice can contain as much sugar as a can of soda. When that sugar hits your blood on an empty stomach, your kidneys are forced to filter it immediately. Not gradually, not gently, all at once. Over time, repeated sugar spikes stretch and damage the delicate kidney filters called nephrons. Each spike leaves behind microscopic scars. You don't feel this happening. There is no pain and no warning. But once those filters are scarred, they do not grow back. And then come smoothies. Smoothies look like health in a glass. Bright colors, fresh fruit, promises of vitality. But many smoothies contain hidden stressors, including flavored milk, protein powders, artificial sweeteners, and added phosphorus. For aging kidneys, this combination can be overwhelming. It isn't poison. It's overload. Too much sugar, too many chemicals, too early in the day. Dr. Chen calls this the morning trap, a daily habit that looks healthy on the outside but quietly drains kidney strength over time. Then there is coffee. Coffee itself is not the enemy. Many people enjoy it safely, but timing matters. Drinking coffee on an empty stomach raises stress hormones like cortisol. It tightens blood vessels and raises blood pressure at the very moment your kidneys are already under strain from dehydration. When blood vessels constrict, less oxygen reaches kidney tissue. Without enough oxygen, those tiny filters struggle to do their job. Dr. Chen often explains it simply. Kidneys don't fail suddenly, they slowly suffocate. Add dehydration to the mix, and the kidneys are working harder with fewer resources. Now let's talk about something even more dangerous. Energy drinks. They promise focus, productivity, and mental sharpness. They promise to push you through fatigue. But what they really deliver is chemical stress. Many energy drinks contain up to 300 milligrams of caffeine, the equivalent of 3 strong cups of coffee at once, along with sugar, synthetic vitamins, and stimulants like guarana and taurine. Inside the body, this creates chaos. Blood vessels tighten. Heart rate rises. Blood pressure increases. As blood flow to the kidneys drops, oxygen delivery drops as well. Without oxygen, kidney tissue begins to suffer. Then comes the sugar. Some energy drinks contain 50 or 60 grams in a single can. That sugar floods the bloodstream and ignites inflammation inside the kidney filters. Each spike leaves damage behind. Over time, filtration slows and lab numbers quietly worsen. Dr. Chen has seen otherwise healthy adults develop early kidney stress after just months of daily energy drink use. Even zero-sugar versions are not safe. Artificial sweeteners still force the kidneys to process chemicals they were never designed to handle. Energy drinks do not give you energy. They borrow it from your future, and your kidneys are the ones that pay. Alcohol is another habit that rarely gets questioned. A glass of wine with dinner. A drink at a celebration. One glass feels harmless. But to your kidneys, alcohol is a toxin. The moment ethanol enters the bloodstream, the kidneys rush to filter it out. In the process, toxic byproducts called free radicals are created, inflaming and damaging kidney cells. Dr. Chen refers to this as the quiet burn. You don't feel it happening, but under a microscope, kidney tissue is under attack. Alcohol also blocks the hormone that helps the body retain water, which is why alcohol causes dehydration. The headache the next morning isn't just in your head. It's your kidneys asking for water. Over time, this cycle raises blood pressure, causes swelling, and increases the risk of kidney failure. Alcohol does not relax the body. It forces the kidneys into constant emergency mode. Then there is milk, a drink many Americans grew up believing was essential for health. Milk does contain calcium and protein, but it also contains high levels of animal-based phosphorus. Unlike plant phosphorus, which is absorbed slowly, animal phosphorus is absorbed almost completely. When phosphorus levels rise, a hormone called Phe23 surges, forcing the kidneys and heart to work harder. Blood pressure rises and filtration capacity slowly declines. Dr. Chen calls this the strength illusion. It looks healthy, but underneath, it adds daily stress to kidneys that already have fewer reserves with age. The solution is not fear but balance. Many older adults tolerate almond, oat, or soy milk better because they create less phosphorus load and less acid stress. The greatest threat of all, however, is liquid sugar. Soda, sweet tea, sports drinks, and flavored waters may seem refreshing, but liquid sugar enters the bloodstream faster than any solid food. Insulin spikes and the kidneys scramble to clear the excess. Inside each kidney are nephrons, delicate filters like fine lace. Repeated sugar spikes tear through them, creating microscopic wounds. Each wound becomes a scar, and each scar reduces filtration. High fructose corn syrup makes this even worse by raising uric acid, which forms crystals that lodge inside kidney tissue and block blood flow. This is why long-term soda drinkers often develop kidney damage, even when everything else appears normal. One sugary drink a day may feel harmless, but over years, it quietly erodes kidney strength. Here is the hopeful truth. Your kidneys are not hopeless. They do not need punishment. They need relief. Healing begins when you reduce their workload, and nature already provides gentle support. Apples are one of the most powerful kidney-friendly foods available. They contain soluble fiber called pectin, which binds toxins in the intestines and removes them before the kidneys ever have to filter them. Less work means less stress. Apples also contain quercetin, which reduces inflammation in kidney blood vessels. They should be eaten whole, with the skin, never juiced. Red and purple grapes contain resveratrol, a compound that reduces oxidative stress and improves blood flow to the kidneys. Better circulation allows the filters to work more smoothly, and only a small handful is needed. Cranberries protect the urinary tract by preventing bacteria from sticking and traveling upward toward the kidneys, reducing infection and scarring. They should always be unsweetened. Dr. Chen emphasizes that timing matters as much as nutrition. Your kidneys follow a natural rhythm. During the day, they filter and flush. At night, they repair. Morning is the body's detox window when gentle hydration and supportive foods work best. Late-night sugar and heavy meals force the kidneys to work when they should be resting. Healing follows rhythm. A simple daily approach can make a meaningful difference. Begin the morning with a glass of plain water before coffee or juice. Eat one whole apple with breakfast. Enjoy a small handful of grapes mid-morning. Add cranberries or unsweetened cranberry juice later in the day. Drink water steadily, not all at once. Keep evenings light and give your kidneys the rest they deserve. Your kidneys have protected you quietly for decades. They filtered your blood, balanced your body, and kept you alive without ever asking for recognition. Now it is your turn to listen, not when they scream, but while they are still whispering. If this message helped you, share it with someone over 60 who still believes kidney damage is inevitable. And tell me in the comments which habit you will change tomorrow morning. Stay hydrated, stay consistent, and remember that your kidneys do not need miracles. They need care.